Yo, welcome to the show. It's Boston's Banter with Frank the Bank and Keith K. Lava. You know the answer. Talking sports, breaking down the play so raw. From the Celtics to the Sox, we giving you the score. Catch the vibe, we coming live. Filling up your feed, let the passion thrive. Every dunk, every run, we analyze the moves. Shout out to the fans, feel the rhythm and grooves. From Gillette to the Garden, we ain't missing a beat. Frank and K. Lava bring the fire, can't accept defeat.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome back to Boston's Banter, where the sports are wicked and the banter is Pissah. I'm your host, Frank the Bank. With me, as always, is Keith K. Lava La Cava. What's going on, rotisserie chicken?
Not much, James Posey. Frankie, good to have you back this week, brother.
Hey, it's good to be back. I was away, but thank you, Justin, for holding it down. You guys did a great job as always, so that's cool. We got an awesome show today, so let's get right into the Wicked Pissah news.
Yes, sir, Frankie. We actually got some Celtics news, brother. So we're going to break it down real quick. Before we get into the big Celtics news, I just wanted to bring up some moves that happened today. So the Celtics actually traded recently acquired forward Georges Niang, the Massachusetts native, and 2 future second-round picks to the Utah Jazz for undrafted rookie R.J. Lewis Jr. I mean, I don't know who that is, but we'll see how that works out.
I don't know what's going on there with the 2 picks.
Seems like a little bit of an overhaul for an undrafted rookie.
Hopefully he's nasty.
Right. We'll see what happens. Brad seems to know what he's doing, right?
Yeah, usually.
And then the Celtics also signed forward Chris Boucher to a 1-year, $3.3 million deal. It was a fully guaranteed deal and is expected to have a significant role in the front court. So again, we'll see if Brad knows what he's talking about with these guys, and hopefully they pan out well.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be one of those years anyway. Tatum's going to be out for the whole year.
Right.
It's going to be, we'll be an average team. We're not going to be what we were the last couple of years.
Probably be a 6 seed. I can see us being like a 6.
We could be up in there, but we're not winning the championship this year without Tatum. So.
Hey, man, you never know. Cinderella story.
That would be sick.
But, Frankie, we actually got some notable Celtics news regarding our owner and everything.
Yeah.
So, Celtics minority owner Steve Pagliuca, if I said that right, has reached a deal to buy the WNBA's Connecticut Sun for a record $325 million and move the team to Boston. The franchise wouldn't play in Boston until the 2027 season. Yep. And Pagliuca also would contribute $100 million for a new practice facility in Boston for the team.
I mean, that's great. I mean, I've been to a Suns game. It's fun. I like playing. I like that it was at Mohegan, and I heard that the Connecticut Sun didn't really want to move to Boston and still don't, but. Nonetheless, if he's buying the team and he wants them here, they're coming here. So
right, that's what I'm saying.
The market's bigger anyway. I mean, Mohegan's in the middle of the woods.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, bro. But the thing is, the Sun have played, like you said, regular season games at the TD Garden the past 2 years, so I think it's inevitable that a WNBA team will be in Boston.
Yeah, it'd be great for Boston, yeah.
Absolutely, bro. Alrighty, Frankie. So we're going to jump right from the Celtics into the Red Sox update.
Playing real good.
Dude, man, they're killing it, bro. Let's break it down. So the Sox are currently at 63 and 51 on the season. They moved up to second place in the AL East.
Right behind Toronto.
First spot in the wild card. So as of right now, man, we're leading that wild card. We're in the playoffs, brother.
Out of the last 11 games, they're 9-2, 6 in a row. They're playing great. They're
Absolutely, bro.
Right now.
Absolutely. So. And let's break it down what they did this past week. So they beat the Twins last Tuesday 8-5 on the road in Game 2 of that series, followed by a 13-1 win over the Twins last Wednesday to win that series. The Red Sox had 4 home runs in that game, including back-to-back home runs by Romy Gonzalez and Matazaka Yoshida in the top of the 9th. Then a 2-1 extra inning win over the Astros in Fenway this past Friday. We actually got another first career stat for Roman Anthony. We're going to show the clip real quick.
Roman Anthony, just a couple of months into his major league career, looking for his first major league walk-off here. Let's see what happens here with Roman Anthony. Winning run at third. And a fly ball to center field. That will end it. McCormick goes all the way back. It's over his head on the warning track. Roman Anthony's first career walk-off hit helps the Red Sox beat the Astros in Boston. And Roman Anthony gets his first career walk-off hit. They should call those Fenway greens the walk-off greens.
It was the kid's first career walk-off hit, sending Willie Abreu home for the win, man. So he's been getting a lot of milestones this year, man. He's been hitting good. I mean, he ain't been really getting a lot of home runs, but like I said, his at-bat percentage has been looking pretty good.
Yeah.
Then a 7-3 win over the Astros on Saturday. The Sox had 3 home runs in this one from Gonzalez, Story, and Toro, followed by a 3rd straight win over the Astros on Sunday, this time winning 6-1 to win that series. And lastly, an 8-5 win on Monday to start the Royals series in Boston. Jarren Duran hit a home run in that one.
That was a crazy game, too. I mean, the Royals started to make it a little interesting. We were up 8-1 at
That's what I'm saying.
They were coming back, but they've been playing great. They're hitting the ball like crazy.
Yes,
the pitching's
sir.
been pretty good for the most part. So I mean, that's what right now they're doing real well.
That's what we love to see, Frankie, man. I'm hoping we can get past Toronto, man, get in first place. Then my prediction will be right for the AL East.
I'm saying, yeah, that'd be sick.
Yes,
I mean,
sir.
like I said, they're playing really good, and a lot of the guys are saying, it's a fun place to play again. They're having a lot of fun. You can see it out there. So
absolutely, bro.
So.
So, Frankie, you got something you want to bring up about the Rockies?
I mean,
man?
we always talk crap about the Rockies,
Right.
whatever you want to say, but they made one of the craziest comebacks in like the last 20 years, 2 decades roughly, but
Yeah.
even all time. I mean, they were down 9 runs in the very first inning.
First inning.
So they ended up coming back and winning. The game was 17-16 was the final against the Pirates, right?
Bro,
So
unreal.
that's like a football score right there.
First time since 08 that both teams in an MLB game scored at least 16 runs.
Right, and the first time since 19 years ago, 06, that somebody came back being down 9-0 like that.
That's
so it was
crazy,
it
bro.
was crazy. So that was a crazy comeback. And then what I thought was even crazy is the very next day, Paul Skeens was pitching for the Pirates. He was up 4 runs in the 6th. And then they tied it up against Paul Skeens, chased him from the game, and came back and won again against the Pirates.
Man,
and you know how good
bro.
Paul Skeens is.
Of
We talk
course.
about him all the time.
Yeah.
So they were down 4-0 in the 6th, and then they ended up coming back winning that game too. 2 games in a row like that. Crazy.
Bro, yeah,
So-
man. I mean, the Rockies, they do suck, man, but the Pirates, man, that's just
That's
embarrassing.
tough. Yeah, that's real tough.
I
But-
mean, and for the Pirates, it's the first time they've lost while scoring 16 or more runs since 1893.
yeah, I mean, if you score 16 runs in a baseball game, you expect them to win.
You're up
You know
9
what I
in
mean?
the first,
This is-
dude. You
this
better
isn't
win.
Little League, you know what I mean?
Right.
This is the Major League
That's what
Baseball,
I'm
you know what I
saying,
mean?
bro. So absolutely
Yeah.
crazy, man. But actually, Frankie, just for the hell of it, I want to bring up the clip of that walk-off win for them because
Do
that
it.
whole
You
course
gotta
field
do it.
was going crazy, bro. Let's show it real quick.
But get the W. I mean, you couldn't script it.
No. High drive, deep left field, way back. He's done it. Unbelievable. I've never seen anything like this. 17-16. The Rockies win it.
And can you blame them, man? Their team sucks, and they just
I'm
came back
saying.
like that, man, in interesting fashion.
Yeah, that was awesome. It was great. Good for them.
Absolutely, bro. So good for them, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
They ain't making the playoffs, though,
No,
obviously.
I don't know.
All right, Frankie, let's get into some NFL
We got
news,
some
brother.
NFL stuff, yep.
So we got a wide receiver we were talking about a few weeks ago about a potential suspension, and it's not Rashee Rice, but we're going to bring up wide receiver Jordan Addison, and the NFL has suspended him for the first 3 games of the season for violating the league's substance abuse policy. Now, that's a lot of production that's going to be away from new quarterback J.J. McCarthy. I mean, mind you, this dude had 63 catches, 875 yards, and
Yeah.
9 touchdowns last season. He had 10 touchdowns the year before.
It's crazy. I mean, that's tough. That's tough for 3 games, but it is what it is.
Could have been worse.
It could have.
Fell asleep on the highway,
I mean,
bro.
it's just idiotic.
Yeah, absolutely. But Frankie, we actually got some more news regarding an NFL wide receiver,
Yeah, this is
and
some craziness.
this guy is very vital to his team. So this
Yeah.
guy has recently requested a trade. So Commanders All-Pro wide receiver Terry McLaurin has requested a trade
Yep.
after reaching his breaking point after trying to seek a new contract with the team.
Yeah.
Last year with the Commanders, McLaurin had 82 receptions for 1,096 yards and 13 touchdowns,
second
bro.
in the league for wideouts.
Second in the league, right behind Jamar Chase and
Yep.
everything. And even approaching 30 years old, Frankie, the guy has had over 1,000 yards the last 5 seasons and gained some good chemistry with quarterback Jaden Daniels, bro.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna bring this up real quick because this is why I think he's a little pissed off. Newly acquired wide receiver Deebo Samuel is making
Yes.
more money annually, $17 million precisely, than McLaurin, who's only making $15.5 million, so
Yep.
almost $2 million more. And that ain't right, bro, in my opinion. I mean, especially considering where Deebo is right now and what Terry did last year.
Well, Terry's been consistent, like you said. 1, 2, he's been there the entire time through the good, the bad, and now the good, the mostly ugly until last year.
That's what
right?
I'm saying,
so
bro.
he's been there the whole time. So it's like he deserves it more than anybody else, and way more than Debo,
Way
who's
more.
only been there for a couple months.
Couple
you know?
months, bro. And mind you, he didn't do too good with the 49ers last year, dropping
crazy.
passes left and right.
I'm
Man,
saying,
come
it's
to New
crazy.
England, Terry. You'll get paid. Like I,
I
said,
heard
we
something
lead
today.
the league in cap space.
I'm saying we do, but I heard something today that the Dolphins might be considering trading
Tyreek
Tyreek
Hill, I saw
with
that.
a couple picks, and
Yeah.
like they want a couple picks back with McLaurin. Like I was like, that'd be crazy.
I
bro.
heard that the Commanders are saying the Dolphins are
I
asking
mean,
for
listen,
too
if
much,
McLaurin
though.
isn't with Washington, that definitely hurts Jaden Daniels' stock, in my opinion.
It
I'm
does,
sorry.
and that's my keeper.
I was thinking about keeping him too, but I have another option there. If for some reason McLaurin really does hold out, I might not keep him. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I don't think I got a choice.
Yeah, well, if you don't got a choice, I got a choice. I got 2 real good keeper options in mine.
In your league, I got 2 good keepers, but
Yeah, you do.
in
Yeah,
mine,
you do.
I got 1 really good keeper.
well, that's
Jaden
it.
Daniels.
Jaden Daniels is a great keeper. Either.
Absolutely, absolutely. But we got actually another notable star who's
Yeah.
actually requested a
I'd
trade
rather
out of
see
his
this
team.
guy come to the Pats.
That's what
more
I'm
than
saying,
anybody.
bro. So Cowboys star edge rusher Micah Parsons has requested a trade out of Dallas, man. And this past Friday, Parsons posted on social media a lengthy reasoning for him wanting out of Dallas, citing unresolved contract negotiations and perceived disrespect from the organization
Yeah.
and owner Jerry Jones. There was apparently repeated shots taken at him regarding his injuries and contract narratives. Mind you, Jerry's an man. But he has stated that the Cowboys have no intentions of trading Parsons, and his trade request is part of the negotiations. But to bring up injuries to me is insane. He's had 12+ sacks every year of his career, bro. You know what? Screw it, man. Bring him to New England, too. We'll give him the first for him.
I really think him coming to New England would be sick. I mean, we have the cap space.
That's what I'm saying.
Can you imagine him on our defense that's already pretty loaded up right now? That would be just...
Dude, coming off the edge with the guys we just picked up.
I'm saying we'd be unstoppable.
Absolutely,
I would love to see it. I don't think it would ever happen, but, Jerry likes to run his mouth. He always has. He always will. And, and Micah is right to request this. It's hopefully going to light a fire under Jerry and, his
pay
son
the man, dude.
And pay him. You know what I mean?
Pay
That's
the man what he deserves.
He absolutely deserves.
Even with minor injuries, that dude's getting 12+ sacks a season the last 4 years, every year of his career.
Top 2 or 3 in the league, if not top 1, edge rusher.
You got to pay that, man.
You got to pay him.
All right, Frankie, we got some notable free agency moves that happened this past week, and we're going to bring it up real quick. So the Bengals have signed tight end Noah Fant to a 1-year deal. The 2019 first-round pick to the Broncos, who was traded to the Seahawks in the Russell Wilson deal. He now pairs with Mike Gesicki on the Bengals tight end depth chart, and he only had 48 catches for 500 yards and a touchdown last year with the Seahawks, but we'll see how he does with Joe Burrow at the helm.
Yeah, that's better. Better for him.
Absolutely. And then we got one more sign in here that I saw yesterday. It was kind of funny, man. So the Browns have signed a 6th quarterback in Tyler Huntley.
I saw that, too. Huntley had a couple, good games over his career. Good
he was actually a Pro Bowler a few years ago.
I'm saying, he's not a bad
player. He was a fill-in Pro Bowler.
But still,
1-year deal as quarterbacks Kenny Pickett, Dylan Gabriel, and even Shedeur Sanders are dealing with injuries, so they had to get another arm in there and everything. But it's still funny. 6 quarterbacks, bro.
It's crazy. I mean, they don't know what they're doing over there. I feel like it's been an absolute show in Cleveland for years. Like, let's be real. It's terrible.
Man, they don't get the quarterbacks right.
I mean, if you look at the camp stats, the preseason camp, whatever you want to call it, the OTAs, Dylan Gabriel actually has been the best in camp.
I've heard that.
And they have currently Shedeur Sanders listed as the 4th string.
4th string, Flacco leading.
Yeah, Flacco, Gabriel behind him. But Gabriel actually has the best completion percentage, and he has the most touchdown passes. So
we'll see what happens. I actually heard Shedeur Sanders is going to be starting the first preseason game, but like I said, man, we'll see what happens with those quarterbacks. They got 6 of them now.
That's crazy.
Yes, sir. So, Frankie, this past week we had some NFL Hall of Fame inductees to bring up real quick. So I just want to bring up these 4 guys real quick that got inducted this past week, and they had hell of a careers, dude. So we'll start with cornerback Eric Allen, man. 14-year veteran from 1988 to 2001 for the Eagles, Saints, and Raiders. 6-time Pro Bowler and accumulated 54 INTs over his career. Well deserved to get into the Hall of Fame.
So
absolutely. Then we got Shannon Sharp's brother, wide receiver Sterling Sharp. Like I just said, he's the brother of Hall of Fame tight end Shannon Sharp. Spent 7 years with the Packers, man. And he's getting in the Hall of Fame after only playing in 7 years. He had that neck injury that kind of shortened his career a little bit and everything. But the guy was a Triple Crown winner in 1992, man. And during his time in the NFL, he was one of the best receivers in the league, 3-time All-Pro and a 5-time Pro Bowler. We got defensive end Jared Allen, a 12-year veteran, spent time with the Chiefs, Vikings, Bears, and Panthers. Led the NFL in sacks twice in his career, including 22 in 2011.
Yeah, I remember that.
Half a sack short of the single-season record, 4-time All-Pro, and is tied for the NFL records for most career safeties with 4 in most consecutive games with at least half a sack with 11. And Frankie, this last guy, I want you to bring up, bro. And we both love this guy, and he had an interesting record.
Antonio Gates was one of the best, if not the best, to ever do it at tight end.
Yes, he was.
The coolest stat that I saw about him, he's the only NFL player that is now in the Hall of Fame, so the only Hall of Famer to never, ever play a football snap in college.
Yeah, because he
played basketball. He did not play a single snap of football in college. He's the only Hall of Famer in the Hall of Fame currently that to do that.
Right.
So I thought that was really cool.
Really cool, bro. Dude, it doesn't even matter to me. Growing up a diehard Pats fan, man, I mean, I love the Chargers for the aspect, especially with you had LaDainian Tomlinson and Antonio Gates, man. And that duo right there, I'm surprised they just never even got to the Super Bowl.
They couldn't. No, they couldn't do
Lost to us in the AFC Championship one year, lost to us in the divisional another year.
Yeah.
I mean, they couldn't get by us.
You feel bad for guys that have such good careers and just never win.
They didn't
even
get to the Super Bowl.
Like, it's tough. It's sad to see.
Yeah, it is very sad. But, dude, well-deserved, man. One of the best tight ends I grew up watching in my lifetime.
One of my favorites to ever do it. Good
absolutely,
guy, too.
Absolutely, bro. Frankie, speaking of the Chargers, they just played in the first preseason game this past week in the Hall of Fame game versus the Lions, where they kicked the Lions 34-7. And Frankie, I'm not going to get into that whole game with all the stats, but there is one player I want to highlight, and it's quarterback Trey Lance.
I agree, because I was watching the game. The kid was lighting it up.
Bro, 13 for 20, 120 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Should have been 3.
Well, should have been 3. And even though it's preseason, he looked pretty good, kind of cementing his spot currently as Herbert's backup. And I'd like to see the guy bounce back in his career, considering he was the 3rd overall pick in the 2021 NFL draft. Even though the Chargers starter Justin Herbert only threw 3 INTs all of last year, 23 touchdowns, he threw threw 4 INTs in a single playoff game, and you better watch out because my boy Trey Lance is eager for any opportunity, Frankie.
You hate Herbert so much.
Well,
it's hilarious. I love it.
Speaking of Herbert, before we get out of here, Frankie, real quick, I just want to bring this up. So lastly, again, speaking of the Chargers and Justin Herbert, look at this pick of notable quarterbacks versus playoff teams the last 3 seasons. I'm going to break it down real quick. Look at Mahomes, he's 23-8. You got Josh Allen, 14-9. Lamar Jackson, 17-11. And even Joe Burrow, he's under 500, but he's 11-14. And then we got Herbert the Herbert sitting at 3-18 the last 3 seasons versus playoff teams in the regular season. I've been saying this dude is overrated as and the proof is in the pudding, Frankie.
Oh my God, this kid hates his guy.
Dude, hey man, you screw me in fantasy 2 years in a row, you're done. I don't trust you no more.
Good Wicked Pissah news.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, that was an awesome Wicked Pissah news.
That was, man.
We got a quick Foxboro Focus. Let's just jump into that real quick. I went to the first in-stadium practice this past week.
Looked pretty cool, Frankie. I was speaking of training camp last week.
Here.
Yeah, man, let's look at the pictures real quick. You see Will Campbell there. I mean, I'm not sure who some of these other guys are and everything.
Gonzo came over to us. Matt Collins actually signed my friend's girlfriend's phone, which I thought was kind of cool. I didn't have anything for them to sign, but we were in the front row. But it was really fun to see.
Beautiful day.
It was unbelievable. It was awesome. I brought some of my kids and stuff and their friends.
Wish I could have gone, man. You invited me, man, but I got the newborn at home, bro.
It was really good to see. I will say Diggs and May were hooking up a lot, but Diggs dropped one, got picked off. It was Diggs' fault, not May's fault. And then May threw one that would have easily been a pick 6. Actually, if the guy ran it back on defense, I'm not even sure who picked it. And
I think
just
it was
slid down.
Alex Austin.
Yeah,
I saw a clip of it,
I don't
actually.
know. So there was some, the backups actually beat the starters. So in the scrimmage.
And Josh Dobbs looked pretty good.
Josh Dobbs was lighting it up. I mean, honestly, he threw a couple dimes.
I've been saying that, bro. The last few years, we've been relying on young backups, especially like Bailey Zappi and like Mac Jones being there as a backup at one point. Everything, dude. I'm glad we finally have a veteran as a backup. You know
He's a great backup, but I'm telling you, he was putting balls in places. I was like, this guy can throw. He looked good.
I'm very happy to hear that, man. Especially with training camp going on.
And it was cool to see. Again, Will Campbell came to our corner. We were right in that corner of the sideline end zone there. So it was awesome when we were in the front row. So they came up. One of the guys threw the ball to me, and I threw it back to him because they were going around throwing the ball back and forth to everybody. I don't even know who it was, honestly. Could have been a practice squad guy.
Hey, whatever, man. That's still pretty cool, Frankie, man. Wish
High
I could
hopes
have
for
gone.
them this year. They should hopefully be a playoff team on the fringe there. So they should have a good
favorite
season.
in 11 games, brother.
I love it.
That's it, Frankie.
That's all we got for Foxboro Focus. We're going to go for fun lava rounds. Our first real week of breaking down positions for fantasy football. So we're going to start off with the QBs, kind of like we did last year. We're not going to critique the top 10. I'm just going to kind of go through the top 10, and then me and you will have 3 picks or so that are outside the top 10 that we think could break in or be kind of like a sleeper, if you will. So
I like it.
I'm going to list off the top 10, according to ESPN right now. And this is a PPR list as well, which really doesn't matter for quarterbacks so much. But Josh Allen's currently ranked number 1.
Of course.
Lamar Jackson at 2. Our boy Jaden Daniels at 3. Jalen Hurts at 4. Joe Burrow at 5. Pat Mahomes at 6. Baker Mayfield at 7, Bo Nix at 8.
I was surprised by that
me
one.
too. Kyler Murray at 9, and surprisingly, Brock Purdy at 10. So that's also surprised by that too. So why don't we start off with you giving me a guy that you think could break this list or be kind of a sleeper that has a real upside this year?
Alrighty, Frankie. I'm gonna start with our boy quarterback Drake May of the Patriots.
I have him too. So
see, man. And like we said, we don't go over our notes together and everything, man.
So I have Drake May down too, actually. So
alrighty,
break
Frankie.
it down for me, and I'll throw out some numbers too.
Absolutely, bro. So looking to be owned in 80% of Yahoo leagues. He's 15th ranked quarterback on ESPN and 18th on Yahoo with a current ADP of 121. You can get May later depending on how drafts go in your league, obviously. We saw the kid provide a spark and some big plays for the team that had absolutely no depth or over-the-top talent. And with the additions the Pats have made in free agency, with Stephon Diggs, Mac Hollins, and they drafted wide receiver Kyle Williams and running back Travion Henderson to add to good complementary receivers in Pop Douglas and Keyshawn Boutte. And mind you still got tight end Hunter Henry there, man. I think that the table's set for May to have a good season this year with the coaching staff and the team he had last year. He threw some picks and everything, but he still made big highlight plays with that team.
He averaged 19 points a game when he played 90% or more of the snaps, meaning when he didn't get hurt last year. So that right there tells you something. And like you said, we got Williams, Diggs, Henderson, better line. Way
better line.
Everything's adding up that he should actually be a very good quarterback this year. He's drafted a little bit later. I feel like around here, because we're from New England, he's going to get drafted a little higher than what we're seeing for his ADP because of the hometown, the homers. And that's fine because I think he's going to be very good this year.
Oh, dude, I wouldn't mind having him as a backup. And the thing is, too, like I said, with the coaching staff, you got head coach Mike Vrabel in there and OC Josh McGinnis. What kind of show have we had with our offensive coordinators the last few years?
Being being a mobile quarterback is kind of like a cheat code anyway, and he's very mobile. I mean, he got a lot of rushing yards last year, so I think that helps too. So, and he'll be playing full time as long as he doesn't get hurt.
Dude, and the Pats got the third easiest schedule in the league.
That's what I was just gonna say.
That's what I'm gonna say, bro. The first four games, one of them we're going to, man, he's gonna light it up.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it. So.
Absolutely, Frankie.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm gonna go with Dak Prescott. He's currently 13th. I mean, what, 2 seasons ago, whatever it was, he was number 1 or 2 in the league in points overall. So I mean, now that he's got Pickens there as well as CeeDee Lamb, I mean, it's like, come on, they don't have really a good running back per se, so it's like
Javonte Williams and Miles Sanders.
I mean, it's like they don't have much there, so it's like I feel like Dak's going to be throwing a lot, and he could be easily crack the top 10 over like 3 or 4 of these guys.
Just gotta
and be
stay
a sleeper.
healthy, man.
That's the thing. I mean, that's with anybody that you drafted. You know what I mean, so.
But like we've talked about with his yardage and everything, man, I could definitely see him surpassing what we talked about with his yardage. I forget the number precisely, but he stays healthy, man. He's going to throw for a lot of yards.
Oh
this
yeah,
year.
for sure.
Absolutely, Frankie. So for my number 2, I'm actually going to take Jordan Love of the Packers,
I like
bro.
Love, too, because he was on my short list.
So with an ADP of 120 and the 16th ranked quarterback on Yahoo and ESPN, actually, he could easily be a settle for later quarterback option. He had 3,389 pass yards last year to go along with 25 touchdowns and 11 INTs, leading the Packers to an 11-6 record and making the wild card playoffs. I see his numbers improving this year. Mind you, they drafted wide receiver
Golden, man. He's nasty.
First wide receiver they take in the first round in 23 years, which tells me that they got big plans for the pass game.
He's real good, that kid.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm telling you, man, I think Love's going to get back to the 4K mark, which he had the year prior.
There's a lot of deeper quarterbacks this year. I feel like quarterback this year is pretty deep for fantasy. I mean, it's it's tight except for the top like 4 or 5, but it's like those next like 10 to 15 guys, they're all going to be fairly close together in my opinion. But Jordan Love's a great pick. I mean, he stays healthy. It's the same thing. I drafted him last year, but he got injured. So I had Jaden Daniels in my backup, but he went crazy. I started starting him, and now I got him as my keeper. So
yes, sir.
Yeah, and my third guy, I'm going CJ Stroud. I mean, this is more of a if he's there late kind of pick. I mean, he's a real sleeper. I mean, if you remember what happened 2 years ago, he had his rookie year, right? Tore it up.
3 or 4 interceptions.
And then people started taking him pretty early. Right. So it's like he was getting drafted really early. So it was a disappointing year. So his second year, he's getting drafted really early. He might have been the 4th or 5th quarterback taken.
He was.
Right? Roughly. A lot of people were like, wow, this kid's going to be nasty. He fell back. He's currently ranked 21st.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, that O-line's a problem, bro. Their O-line looks like
I'm saying they made that one upgrade at O-line, but again, CJ Stroud, they drafted 2 wide receivers.
Jaden Higgins and
they have Nico Collins, who's a top 5 guy. It's like they're going to have to throw the ball. Mixon's banged up already.
I was going to say, he looks like he's missing an extended amount of time, I heard. And you got Nick Chubb here, too, who's already banged up.
He's banged up. They're saying Chubb is like a shell of his old self. I read a lot about this. I think if you need a backup quarterback late, this guy's going to be sitting there late. He might even be a free agent in some leagues. If you need a spot starter, it's like CJ Stroud was literally like the 5th quarterback taken, I think. So it's like
that's a good steal.
It's the 21st overall. I mean, why not?
It's just that they allowed a lot of sacks last year with Tunsil being there, and they lost Tunsil, man. So that was the anchor on their O-line.
Yeah, again, I feel like it's just one of those things where
it could work out though.
If he actually runs too a little bit, which he's kind of mobile, but again, it's one of those things.
Hey, man, he could be motivated to show out and be like, hey, man, I know I had a rough year last year.
Not a bad backup, and if you need a spot start against
he's got the experience too, man. So I think especially with those young receivers and Nico Collins being there, he stays healthy too. He could have a potentially good year.
Absolutely.
So Frankie, my third quarterback here, and it's going to be kind of a surprising one, but I'm going to say Bryce Young of the Panthers.
I like Bryce Young too because he went crazy. I had to start him in your league. I had so many injuries.
Last couple games. You dealt with a lot, bro.
In the playoffs, I had to start Bryce Young in the championship. He got me like 19 points.
Not bad.
I still got killed.
Has a current ADP of 127 and is also the 25th and 27th ranked quarterback in fantasy platforms. And I truly believe for his sake, he really takes the next step and shows why he was the #1 pick in the 2023 draft. For starters, the Panthers still have the same O-line from last year. They tied for 8th fewest sacks allowed with 36. They have a mix of experienced veterans at wide receiver in Adam Thielen and newly acquired Hunter Renfrow out of retirement, who I hear has been looking really good in camp.
He does. I heard that too.
And young talented receivers in 6'5" first-round pick Teteroa McMillan, Xavier Legette, Jalen Coker, and even 6th-round pick out of Colorado, Jimmy Horn Jr., who I guess has been looking pretty good in camp too. And I like how the offense looks. Even their 1-2 running back punch of Chuba Hubbard and Rico Dowdle. And to help his case some more for the Panthers, they have the 5th easiest schedule this year.
Yeah, it's not a bad pick. Like I said, I had to start in the championship against Justin, so it's like he did all right for me. Everybody else, I was so injured though against Justin. I mean, his team went off anyway.
Dude, I was gonna say, yeah, man, especially having Lamar Jackson than all
Oh, he
those
went
guys.
off. It just I was gonna win even with my healthy guys, but I had like literally 6 waiver wire guys starting. I think.
Bro, I'm telling you though, Bryce Young, man, like I said, man, I think it's like for his sake and his career, especially being benched at one point last year. And the year before was his rookie year, so you give him the benefit of the doubt. But especially with these weapons they just gave him and everything, man, I see him really
He
having a good
better.
year.
He might not be. He might be out of a job. But
that's
I
what
think
I'm
that the
saying.
benching really sparked something in him though, because
It did.
he looked a lot better after he came back after that benching. So
I mean, man, he's a humble quarterback, man. I'm telling you, I think he takes that leap this year.
I like a lot all these guys. I mean, I had a couple honorable mentions. Not really going to get into much, but Anthony Richardson, I know, is technically the backup.
Guy
to-
sucked for me last year.
I know, but he's 27th ranked out of 32 quarterbacks. You know what I mean? 30-something quarterbacks. Again, take him late and hope he's looked great in camp. Everyone's saying great.
Right.
So I mean, he has the physical craziness. If he could actually get the completion percentage down, not a bad like really late flyer. And Michael Penix in Atlanta's 24th overall. That kid's gonna have a really good season, in my opinion.
Yeah,
So,
no, I could definitely see something with him.
yeah. And Armani, if you're watching, I know you'd like that.
Yeah,
So,
you should get Kyle Pitts the ball more.
there you go. That's
Yes,
what he
sir.
said in an interview the other day.
Yeah, KP's gonna be getting more of the ball.
Him and Drake London. You know what I mean?
That's
So,
right, Frankie. So good stuff, brother. We'll be doing running backs next week.
running backs next week. So yeah, that's all we got for the live round. Another great episode and
Fantasy time, baby.
It's good to be back. Good to be back in fantasy.
Oh,
I love
yeah,
it, man.
brother.
So,
Who
what?
the hell is knocking at the door like that?
I just want to say how very sorry I am.
Sorry about what?
What is she talking about?
And why is she standing on the other side of the door, bro?
I don't like it.
The truth is that I want an answer.
An answer for what, Frankie?
I don't. What's she asking? What's the
I
question?
don't even know. She's on the other side of the door. I don't know what the hell is going on,
Me
Frankie.
neither.
But dude, continue your lines, brother.
It's good to be back again. Thank you, Justin, for holding it down.
This is a true story that happened right here.
What's that, bro? That is a creepy voice. What happened right here?
I don't know. I don't know what they're talking about.
Frank, I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm really creeped out.
I don't like this.
what
either.
the is going on.
It's always something in this place.
But let me ask you, man. You might know what is it this
Oh,
week?
I do know what it is. It's that new movie Weapons,
Looks
which
really
looks
good.
really creepy, really good. You got to go check it out. This is going to
Absolutely.
be great. I can't wait to see it. It's going to be creepy.
Dude, the dude who made that movie Barbarian actually
Yeah,
made this.
this looks creepy. It's definitely something different.
And I don't even know what it's about.
It looks way different than a lot of the last, few horror movies that we've
Right.
even talked about. It looks cool.
Right. What? You hear that knocking, bro?
That's why are they knocking like that?
Are you watching? Are you watching?
That's creepy as well, but I'm not gonna lie. Are you watching? I mean, are you watching Boston's
Yeah,
Banter?
you got to be watching us.
Holy! What? Let's get
From
out
Bean Town to your town, stay wicked Pissah.
from Foxboro to your bro. Thanks for listening, everybody. We'll see you next week. Frank, let's get out of here, bro.